Hi everyone, I'm Isaac. I'm a price action trader studying the Al Brooks trading course, and this is my personal journal for uh, January the 8th, 2026, Thursday. Um, I am not teaching. I am just doing my own personal review and looking to get feedback from other people who have more experience. And also, it's just a good way for me to talk out loud and um, help improve my reading of the market. So I'm not currently enrolled in the daily webinars in the Al Brooks trading room. I am in the Discord server. I do check in there. I still have to read through what they talked about today to see if there was anything that I might have missed. And other than that, just the usual disclaimer about the risk of trading futures, potential for infinite gain and infinite loss. Do not trade with funds you cannot afford to completely lose. And for more information, read the risk disclosure at the CBOE website. Okay, so we're looking at the S&P Futures. So that's the E-mini or ES or MES if you're trading micros. And we can look at the this is the monthly chart. Many bull bars up. Buyers below this bar here, starting to go sideways. Maybe test these highs. Maybe go higher, given this move here. But who knows? It could also be a climactic end. But I would expect a move like this to go at least a little further up. Okay, so weekly chart, same thing, big down, big up, and then channeled up. Here I would expect more sideways movement starting soon. Yeah, did we have any wedge top here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, it came down and retested here. Retested these lows here. First touch of the EMA, 20 period EMA since all the way around here. So there were buyers there. But other than that, yeah, I expect this to be more sideways over the next weeks. I mean, it could still go sideways to up, but yeah. Daily ETH. See here. And I'm not going to explain all my terminology. If you're watching this, I'm assuming that you have watched the Al Brooks video course at least once, and that you're probably in the Discord group, but at the very least that you've watched the Al Brooks trading course and you know the terminology. So if I say ETH or Globex or RTH, I assume you know what I'm talking about. If I talk about anything that Al Brooks or Rose or Brad or Tim Stouts, Tim Fairweather mentioned, I assume you know who they are, and you're familiar with their styles of trading and what they talk about. So yeah, I assume familiarity for my viewers here, especially because I'm expecting more knowledgeable people to give feedback, if any. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. So daily ETH. I mean, just looking at this. Well, it looks like a trading range, right? I mean, two legs down, two legs up, three, maybe three legs up. Um, Here's the all-time high, the current all-time high. We haven't touched it yet. And we had yesterday a bear bar. So today's bar. This is on the ETH, so it's still running for a little bit, as far as I can tell. Yeah. Anyways. Came down to retest this gap here. It touched the close of this bar, which is from 1, 2, 3 trading days ago. 4 trading days ago, here was the high. That was a doji. Was that a pure doji? Might have had a little body there. I can't see it. But anyways, tried to close these gaps. Didn't happen today. Daily RTH. All right, so trading range. Yeah, again, yesterday's bar was this bear bar. Gap down a little bit. Tried to retested this area here. Maybe close the gap. Didn't happen today. 1 hour RTH. Just looking at the most recent. Yeah, had to move down and spike up, gap up. And then maybe channel up. Wedge 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then came back down to retest the around the start of the wedge, at least the start of this bar. Went a little below it. Did we get below this low here? I don't think so. No. And today, what did we have? Came down, started. I mean, bad high 1 buy, and then we ended with a high 2 buy above this bar. $15-minute ETH or Globex. It's still running, you can see that. When did we end here? Yep, this is our ending. So let's just look here. I mean, yeah, that I'm just showing, yeah, that bar ending at 3:15 Chicago time. But still including after hours from between the end of yesterday and the start of today. There's the after hours. Yesterday we had this avalanche, and when in the after hours we went sideways, went up sideways, and then this turned out to be a bear flag. Came back down, came down, retested these lows here before coming back up, testing up here, then going sideways, and yeah, I think this was a wedge top there. And then yeah, the 915. No, sorry. Yeah. We started with this was the first bar of the RTH session. This with this big bear body. We tested around this area. So maybe a breakout test. And then bulls bought. And then we got carried up into a trading range that was around this area. And we mostly went sideways for today. It was a very confusing day, honestly. So let's now look at the 5-minute RTH. Crunch it together and just see where we are in the market cycle. I will pull that diagram up on my phone. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So we went this way. So the market cycle is breakout, trend, trading range, and then maybe continuation or reversal. So this is a trend downwards. And then we go into the trading range phase. So who knows what happens next, but this is where we were at today. Oh, whoops, my bad. Okay. So small gap down, bar 1 went up, tried to retest yesterday's low, which is around yesterday's close. There were sellers. We came down. And bar 2 again. There were buyers here. Then bar 3. Bar 3 we went down. And we retested something. I just want to show what that was. I believe it was the low of this trading range here. If I know it's hard to see. Maybe if I just this trading range here, which I know the following day on this day here, Rose had drawn out a measured move target based on the this trading range. So from this low of this day, 78 low, to this high here. And that target was reached on this day somewhere here. Somewhere up here. So we retested that Let's show it again. Yeah, so we retested there. Which, looking at this, I mean, that looks like a buy zone there. You know, given this price action here. Okay. And on that note, bar 4, there were buyers below bar 3. So bar 4 was a bull bar. Going back to test these highs here. Bar 5 tested, but it was a doji. And 6, the bears sold. 7, the bulls bought. We tried to retest down to here again. And then we got this surprise bull bar on 8. So we got out of the opening range there. And then I think we call this barbed wire. Doji, 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 doji. We're not really sure what to do. Market's not sure what to do. This bar 12, I believe. No, 11, 12, 13. Bar 13. Kind of a doji, kind of a trend bar. What do I call that? A trend bar. Well, in context, no. So actually, I would call this a doji. Followed by this pin bar going down. Retesting the today's open. I thought it was a breakout test of this of bar 7. Before the buyers took it back up to retest the highs of this tight trading range on bar 15. And by the way, I know I had this channel from before that Rose drew out. I'll delete it for now. Okay. So where were we? Bar 15. Bar 15. Retested the highs here. And then 16. Bear sold it. So good bear bar. Followed by another good bear bar on 17. But again, we were reaching this area. And right after this pin bar, after this surprise bar on 8, and then this pin bar retesting, getting carried back up on 14. I don't know if it's a good idea to buy it or to sell that. Well, the bulls knew that, and so they bought it on bar 18. Look at that. Follow through bar was kind of disappointing on 19. Showing that we're going to stay in this range. We're not even crossing the high of yesterday's, this lower high of yesterday's bar 77. We're not even crossing that. Kind of looks like we're trying to at least cross that, and it's just not happening. So, okay. Bears sell it on 20. So there were sellers up here then. So bears sell on 20. So we get this nice bear bar. And a follow-through bar on 21. for the bears. Except look to the left. Look at this. This is already starting to look like a buy zone. So, I mean, what do you do here? Doesn't look good for the bears. I don't think the bears would want to buy that. It's just retesting here. And again, I think that's why we got bar 22 looking like this with the with buyers below 21, and then yeah, but still this is a trading range. So what do? I mean, you can expect buyers above, sellers below, all over the place. Well, look, we had sellers above. So we got this pin bar doji on 23, and then 24 doji, 25 doji. What were the bulls and bears trying to do? Did the bulls want to take this back up? Did the bears want to take this back down? To retest again? Who knows? Well, on bar 26, bears tried to go down again. Retest the bar 7. There were buyers still. So at this point, it's confirmed to me, yeah, this is a buy zone here in the trading range. So buyers carried this back up. So we had this pin bar, the nice little bull body, and continue to go up on 27 and 28. Just retesting these highs here, and this time even piercing past this lower high. Yeah, this lower high here. But still, bulls hesitated. So we had bar 29. Bar 29, bear bar. And then bar 30, bull bar. So both sides are just fading each other. So what to do, right? I mean, do you just stick to this range? Sell at the top here, buy at the bottom there. This feels like more of the middle here, although breaking past this turned out to be a little bit of a buy zone in and of itself around the yesterday's close. And it was like that for a little while. So you could see bears were testing. See, we had bar 31, bear bar 32. So doji, so hesitation. 33, doji, but going down a little more, testing yesterday's close. And yeah, yesterday's close turned out to be something of a support, because look at that. Look at the next bar, 37. Bull bar. Followed by 38. This closed below the high of 37. Not really a good confirmation for a breakout. 39.40 or two other bull bars. Is this a breakout from this trading range here? Well, sure, there was maybe a measured move target to be reached up here, maybe the midpoint of yesterday. You know, like if you look here, the this bear bar, maybe getting back to the halfway point of that. But this wasn't looking too good. I mean, it was consecutive bull bars. This to me looked kind of exhaustive, and I was hoping to see maybe more confirmation. Trading breakouts is never a good thing. I mean, it fails, what, 80% of the time, as per the Al Brooks trading course, and honestly, as per most people who know trading. So yeah, that was bar 41. Wasn't sure where this was going. It did retest, you know, this area here, which you could think of as a kind of sell zone. It started hesitating in the live session. That was a tip off. Okay. That was a tip off that this may not go further up. So bar 42, we had the disappointment. So bulls getting disappointed. So we got this bear bar. 41, 42, 43. Yeah, this bar has a bare body. And what are we retesting these highs here? Well, I mean this bar closed below. This bar closed inside the range. Well, that's not looking good. And then we got bar 42, 43, 44. Another one. Another bear body. Was it just retesting this here, this breakout test? Is that what it was doing? Well, something's already not looking right here. If we could have these bull bars and then these bear bars, so kind of like a V shape. So it's already looking off there. And then 45, the bears were able to break through this support here, this yesterday's close, and actually close below it, and even close below these lows here. Yeah, you see close below these lows. Came back to this buy zone here that we saw earlier. So sure, it broke through one support. Doesn't mean it's going to break through the second support. So bar 46, bulls bought it. Perhaps to get to scale in, get a 50% for anyone who did buy here. Maybe it was a scale in. I don't know. Looked good for a scale in for anyone who did try to fade this move. But there you go. Came back up above yesterday's close on bar 46. Bar 47, bear body, trying to retest the close of yesterday, trying to get below it. And 48, 49, 50, 51, 52 is just the bulls and the bears fighting over whether or not we're gonna trade above this support or we're gonna go below it and it turns into resistance. Well, bar 53 was our answer. Nice bear body there. Close below again. But can we pierce through here? Can we get through? Can we break this support here? Well, bar 54. Um, bar 54 being a doji like that makes me think not likely, at least not right now. So this was more disappointment in context. And so that's why we got bar 55 looking like this with the bull body. Going back up, retesting what is now resistance. Bar 56. Disappointment. Retesting this yesterday's close, only to get swatted back. And then bears sold below it on bar 57 to try to retest down here and maybe break below the day's open. And they did get below it for a little bit on bar 58, but there were still buyers there. So the bulls were protecting this zone here. We went sideways, so there were still sellers. So we were kind of ping-ponging between today's open and yesterday's close. And so you see the bulls and the bears. You see the bears especially trying. They're retesting, trying to break this level. Well, if they fail enough times, then the other side is going to take control and they're going to try to take things where they want. So that's what happened here, starting at bar 69. I believe we closed above these highs here, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard to see, but let me just check that real quick. Okay, no, we didn't close above it, but we did close above yesterday's low, which is almost with yesterday's low, which is almost which is very almost identical to yesterday's close. We did close above that. Went down one more time on bar 70. Perhaps as a break even for any scalpers, or maybe to try one more time, but at this point it was more obvious it wasn't happening, and so there were buyers below bar 70. So at 71 we had buyers trying to take this back up. There were still sellers defending this resistance here, but on 72 ultimately we broke above. And on 72, 73, retested this area, retested these highs, retested this area here. Maybe a breakout test. Just for anyone who thought they could buy below this bar and got caught. Maybe they're just getting out, break even here. Then it went sideways. So really, I didn't see much in the way of stop order trades. Maybe buy above bar 7. 26 is a bad buy signal. But in context, maybe it would work. Bad buy signal 33. and it was just a scalp anyways. Maybe sell below 35, thinking that we'll break this support and test the next support down here. Well, that failed. And then for potential breakout, maybe buy above here, but then that turned out to be a fail there. And for anyone who thought that, yeah, this was going to be a failed breakout, okay, sell below 42. Maybe a confirmation bar first. Not a good sell signal, but I guess maybe sell below 43. Excuse me. Um, Buy above 46 turned out to be a bad idea. I'm not saying I did. I did not do that. I'm just saying in general. I mean, just given the circumstances. Any more stop orders? I mean, if you think that this support is going to hold, then sure, buy above 58. But I think that would just be a scalp. Maybe the same for, and honestly, I don't even think it's worth it to do stop orders in such a tight trading range here, because you're stuck. I mean, at this point, it's stuck. It's officially stuck between these two levels here. Here. Basically, just coming down to this level, buy. Coming up to these levels, sell. Pretty safe. Just don't buy or sell in the middle of a range. That's all. That's all you got to know. Do not do that. Not much happened at end of day. Institutional traders weren't like creating crazy price action. So it just went sideways into the close. And this is how we ended here on the daily RTH. We did close inside yesterday's bear bar. I don't think we did not get to the 50% of this bar. On the ETH, I believe we did, just recently. Like we're in the after hours now, so yeah, we did get there, but I don't really trade after hours, so yeah, if that was a target, and that was a possible target on the RTH. I believe based on, was it based on this? Huh. Okay, let me just, yeah, so if you take this as your stop loss, or take this as your low, take this as your high. Yeah, we did almost reach that 1R here, but not quite. If you did it based off of, so let's say double bottom, and then this was your neckline, the high of bar 5 from the low of bar 7, then yes, we did actually close at the target, went a little bit above it, and then just came straight back down. But on days like this, big moves, I just go for half R. So just something to think about there. Um, or just scalp, just ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. You know, buy low, sell high. That's what they say, right? Buy low, sell high, and scalp. That's the Al Brooks motto. Anything else before I go? Um, hmm. Well, I mean, I don't think there were any other possible measured moves we could take, but I mean, if we look at this surprise bar here, yeah, okay, 50% of that. So again, half R. What about this surprise bar here? Based on the low of that to the close of that bar. That's bar 8, by the way. Okay. 50%. Although I think measuring based off of this turned out to get us a little bit more. I mean, some computers, some institutions, I think will measure based off of the high and not the close, but well, I guess it did hit that if we're measuring like that. And I don't have intimate knowledge of what institutions do. I just listen to what anything Albrook says, or Brad, or the other presenters, Rose, the two Tims, um, or what anyone else might say who has knowledge. Like I read in the Albrooks Discord group a while back that there are institutions that trade using line charts, and so and so line charts, they only show you the closing price. They don't show you the open, high, low, close, and that's why, according to this person, I don't even remember who it was. According to that person, that's why we measure based off of the close and not the high. So that would have been, but this was a safer target anyways, given this is a trading range day. And just overall today, uh, yeah, besides the buy low, sell high, scalp, um, yeah, just look at where the bulls were defending. Look at where the bears were defending, like the levels, especially once we broke through the close of yesterday. Bears started defending it while they were trying to while the bulls were defending today's open. There might have been one more measured move. I'm just gonna check here. Was it this? No, I believe it might have been. Was it that? Hmm. Okay. I don't know if that's a reasonable trade. Um, I mean, there was plenty of opportunity to get in, sell if you were confident that this newfound resistance was going to hold, and then we could reach that target, which we did, and we even got past this low here, the low of bar 26, this pin bar. Still, it didn't matter. Bulls carried it back up, and bears tried again, and failed. So yeah. Um, so as I said, I'm Isaac, studying the Albrook's trading course. If there is anything else to talk about, I will make a second recording. Um, But if you have any feedback for me, please let me know. And I will see you guys the next time. And hopefully it'll be a less confusing day. I know these days exist. We have to learn how to trade them and manage everything. Uh, Having said that, hopefully we do see easier days than this. Okay, so that'll be all for now, and I will see you guys the next time. Okay.